everyone. If anyone's there, welcome back to Hologround.
You mean if anyone's there?
I don't know.
I'm here.
Always
Reese is here.
We're always here.
The ocean's here.
Hello,
Isn't that
Ocean.
right, Ocean? Hello, Becky.
Oh no.
See, we're all here.
And
All
this is the point of time we find out that Becky didn't save the game.
Ugh, typical of Kevin.
Okay, Kevin, let's get back into it.
Loading.
Oh yeah, there was totally not an awkward scene last time that we ended on. Nothing happened.
Exactly.
Nothing did happen.
You're heading to the
So-
hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. So, today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true, centered sense of calm. Like that black swan in the middle of the pond.
Oh yes.
No drama, no bullshit. Soaking up sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you.
Yeah, Kevin, self-love.
Oh, I like that. Bless you, Reese.
Thank you,
I
Iceman.
want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun.
Not the sun.
Spiky tipped, like a palm tree, is bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all. It's...
Hey, babe.
Oh god damn it!
Breakfast was weird, huh? Everyone just getting up and announcing how they're feeling.
Does that make you feel angry?
No, it makes me feel
Feelings, you.
sexy.
Craig gay.
Nudist beach.
No. No.
What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy.
Hey, don't call out the writers. They're trying their best.
I'm in
Whatever,
charge
bro.
of the script. I take offense to that.
Whatever though. Breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon or after 4 p.m.
But I get snacky after 4 p.m.
Yeah, I do intermittent
Intermittent.
fasting. Intermittent fasting. You seen my abs, by the way.
Yeah, we should put our shirts,
Maybe you're thirsty.
No.
Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the Hollywood celebs hang out. If you play your cards right.
No.
I could give you a private show.
Sir, you are very desperate to get me into a second location. I just want to vibe with the swan.
Is it a private show or a privates show?
Catch you around.
Or is the show of privates? Something to ponder about.
His abs are pretty amazing. You gotta give him that. And the blur bat threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design! Clap, 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 clap.
He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds.
Boys, are you feeling threatened by his presence?
Your presence, actually, Kevin.
Oh.
Okay, now that that guy is gone and we've got some ground rules established that we're definitely going to abide by, it's time to lay back, Take some deep, slow breaths and... Nope. Never Shadow. These people will not leave you alone.
Ah, baby, it's Trapper. He's come to shove me under the water like a nerd.
Let's see who it is this time. Oh, it's Spirit. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy.
Yes, I want to get more cozy. Shut up, voice.
We should get out of here. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered there. I don't even know why I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot. But I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it in the way that I do. Not like these other killers. They don't get me. But I'll get them. Oh, I'll get them all. And I'll get my father too. And I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me.
Neat. I hope you hide the body.
Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sword around in the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. It's scary, and more than a little hot if you get turned on by menacing. Look, all this time on Murderer's Island has got us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I suggest you do the same. You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance, but you've also seen there's a more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out?
Depends how she plays.
You consider her offer, but before you can decide if you want to go over with Spirit, a Wraith interjects!
God damn it!
R.I.P. my throat. Honestly, Spirit's great. She's the only one around here that doesn't totally get on my nerves.
Sir, we were having a moment here.
You were?
Yes!
I guess you've got good taste. But I don't know. We could hang out, and I could show you some cool stuff, if you want. Or, forget I said anything.
Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. And then die a horrible, retching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along.
Not again.
Again?
Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So, who will it be?
Yes. I gotta go, Spirit.
You've made the correct decision. But know this. Just because you picked me, doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog. Understand?
Well, of course
You've still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection's real, but I've been hurt before, literally, with a katana.
I can tell.
A katana that I now wield in spectral form. You feel me? Because you will feel me if you try any of that macho trapper crap.
Madam, my limbs are made of linguine. I couldn't even if I wanted to. Yeah, I feel you.
Before you ask Claudette and White to clarify, I'll let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now.
That's fine. I wanted to go Spirit anyway.
Well, aren't you scaroused, lady?
I
You
am.
and Spirit aroused at the coast, overlooking the black lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down and notice that she's wearing all black. Just like the lighthouse.
That's hot. I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color?
Black isn't really a color at all. It's the absence of color. It's a void.
Like me?
Spirit smiles.
Nature abhors a vacuum.
You're not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. A pause.
No, thank you.
The lapping waves on the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfectly with the mist rolling up on the rocky shoreline. She is at one with this place, and so are you. The peace doesn't last too long, however, as the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl, like a monster dying. A spiraling black light stretches out across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard.
Oh yeah, it does that.
You have to yell, Reese. The light and sound recede, and the two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays a towel down and then pats on it gently. Clearly, she wants your company, so you oblige. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get in a little hands-on action? What else could it be? Go on then, Becky-chan. What are you choosing?
You should have done that before the options came up.
Yes.
Thanks.
It is too late to change your answer now.
Thanks. I forgot to bring my own when I lost my memory and fell into the ocean.
No problem. I figured as much.
Spirit turns away while you slaver lotion all over your body.
You need any help reaching those difficult spots?
Yes. I mean, yes. Yes. Hug me.
Well, aren't you a little thirsty tramp? You see a hand floating around your back.
Oh, why not? Sure, why not?
Spirit's hand on your back is ice cold, but she has a soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. You watch as Spirit applies sunscreen to herself in the most unique way, by floating her own hand around her back to spread it on. What are you choosing, Kevin? You've been staring for a long while.
The fact that your hands just float out around you like that, you can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. Whoops.
I'm glad you get a kick out of it. But floating severed limbs isn't exactly the type of superpower you think to wish for as a kid. I'd much rather be able to read minds. Maybe then I'll understand why some people act the way they do.
Apologize! I'm truly sorry, I clearly hadn't thought through what your experience was like.
Sometimes humor is how you deal with uncomfortable situations, but clearly you read the room wrong.
Don't call me out like that, Gabe! I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. It had to have been horrible.
It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all of these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right now, if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to pressure the way he did in the end. The way that fear and anger filled him up and then came bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all.
How about we get a fruity drink?
Yeesh.
It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me, it's doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it. Even though it gives me strength, I must maintain control.
You're stronger than he ever was. I'm sure of it.
I appreciate that, Kevin.
Oof, sparkles!
I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing. In life, in love. This world is a lot to endure alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contorted into these vengeful poses. It really does a number on the joints. On my joints.
It rubs the lotion on its skin. Don't want the hose again, Kevin. Would you like me to repeat the instructions, Kevin?
Whoops.
Wow,
You
you're
missed
bad at this.
completely.
I'm out of practice.
You missed completely, Kevin. Not bad.
I'm so nervous!
This is not spin the bottle, Kevin. You have to apply it sometime.
Fuck!
You missed completely.
You're so bad at this.
Not bad.
I gave you this small opportunity to connect with me. I thought you'd take it seriously. If you can't handle a couple of toes, what will you do with more of me? No matter, it's not like I need your help. It was just a gesture.
You look up at the lighthouse, its ominous dark form hovering above at this moment between spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case it does you a solid, blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence.
You weak
Hey, look.
failure!
From a seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows, itself a thing of death, a spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas, centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean air above the ship as it careens toward the shore. Before crashing on the rocks, it must have been drawn in by the lighthouse.
Failure!
You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the old wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water.
Oh, right. Does that sometimes too.
Should we, do something?
Considering you can't put lotion on my toes, I doubt you could do anything.
Oh.
Nah, the sharks will take care of it.
Within a minute, the ocean is quiet again except for the waves. Note to self: hungry sharks.
Hungry sharks.
But these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they were, you're half sure you saw one of these skull and crossbone flags. Aren't the only ones drawn here today.
Rafe, are you following us?
He has emerged from the palm trees behind you!
Oh, thank God! You can distract us from how much you're failing I am, Rafe.
I didn't come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that.
What?
Rafe points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention.
Rafe X Lighthouse.
I've been seeing it in my dreams, shining its strange light on me. I can't avoid it. Through woods and walls, nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me.
I think you're overthinking it, bruh.
It's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me. Those dead pirates, or that mermaid I saw washed up on shore that one time.
You!
Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all part of a vast conspiracy. An epic river of lies that runs beneath the island! Or something.
Okay, Rafe, no more conspiracy boards for you.
I'm pretty sure I figured it out. The basics, anyhow. If you come with me, I can. You can get cut.
Spirit waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple buttons off Rafe's tropical top. She takes the hint and backs away a few steps slowly.
For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Okay, be that way. You'll see.
Alone at last. Tension broken, Deathly moans quiet, and Rafe banished back to wherever he hangs out. You scooch closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how that whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she put a lot of work into getting into that suit. It's got straps for days.
I know.
However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. And Claudette and White burst in on you and interrupt whatever you were doing. It doesn't seem like they were worried they'd bump into much.
Dwight, I think you got a big rock sticking out of your forehead.
Also, he's also stepping on Spirit there.
Yeah.
We're here to make
A very dramatic announcement!
Are you getting married? Well, technically we're here to invite you to join us back at the beach.
Damn it, Dwight, I swear to God, if I could, I'd kill you. We'll be making a very dramatic announcement.
It's hard being the producers and the hosts.
Aren't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? I mean, we ate Felix.
What happened to the fourth one?
I think we're the 4th one.
When you arrived.
I think we're the 4th one.
Did you want to save?
Oh yeah, fuck.
Do you want to overwrite your fuck up?
I get the feeling it won't be much different.
Save.
Save.
When you arrive at the beach, you realize you were set up. Despite promising an announcement, White and Claudette simply sat quietly. This isn't at all what was promised.
I was promised drama! Wait a minute, there's no announcement here.
But there is! Me!
What the fuck, Rafe?
You got mud in your ears, friend. I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is what I am. And so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally. And figuratively. Yeah. I know the difference.
This guy has major himbo vibes right now, I swear.
That's why you should ditch spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead.
Sir, I'm trying to riz up a stained glass window. Be gone! You've got a secret lair.
Damn it! You said a thing about a secret lair.
You did.
I said I've got sap. Sap in my secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair.
Somebody help this poor man.
Don't change the subject.
Even Spirit's like, what the fuck right now?
No, that's me what he's talking about.
You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in I don't know how long, because it's not even clear what year it is. But in a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. It's not me messing things up. I can keep trying to tell you. It's this dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here? Well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision. It's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it. What would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight. Even when all I might want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor.
It's a nice metaphor.
If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it!
Folks?
Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking. And we all know that cloaking is a type of hiding.
Hoax.
You cloak. I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk out in the open. You just can't see me.
She's John Cena!
You have no idea what they're talking about, but this sure sounds like some video game community forum thread minutia if there ever was such a thing. Not that you know about that either.
Not really, no.
It sure doesn't seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on you. Safe.
Ahem! I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm going to do that now. And I choose Spirit!
When it comes down to it, neither of these two seems easy to love. I mean, damn, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she has a certain charm to her gloom.
Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, the hell with fate. Really? Look at Rafe, he's just pouting. And don't take this the wrong way, Rafe, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. Oh, that second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. Kevin, why are you giving verbal burns to the man with the axe made of human bones?
No offense taken. It's... Yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward. I guess. Sometimes.
Right, so I'm gonna stick with Spirit.
Spirit breathes a sigh of relief.
I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Rafe too.
See him save us both, Rafe.
Yeah, I can see that.
Spirit walks you around the corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew it was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree.
Oh, that's nice.
On an island. It is just a small sapling, but it has begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here, in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not polar bears.
Do I have a thing for you, Kevin?
There's polar bears on this
Spirit.
island, aren't there?
Good thing you didn't take the trickster route. As Spirit steps up to the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off and they come cascading through the air around the both of you.
Do you know the meaning of cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated.
Yes, tell me with the words that come out of your mouth hole, I'm listening. What do they mean to you?
For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being at a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty.
Reese, I have a legit question.
Sup?
If I am just so bad at flirting, how the fuck did I end up in a 12-year relationship with you?
Because he's
I'm
bad at
awkward.
flirting too.
Is that true, Reese?
No, I'm just generally awkward. I'm a lot like Rafe.
Ah.
Like, I can flirt. I just can't, what do you call it, seal the deal, as it were. I just get very awkward.
And I've got no game.
I think people
to
get
be fair,
intimidated. Yeah, I think people get intimidated with me. So
You are very tall. You're like a big European bear, sir.
it's not just that. It's also, I guess, personality. Anyway, you were saying, Reese.
well, I was just saying, like, if I'm not mistaken, I'm the one that always flirted with Bex. It wasn't the other way around. So, you know, I pulled her, technically. But it wasn't smooth.
It was not.
You were a gotcha, Becky. He pulled you.
I'm a gotcha pod, everyone.
However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away. And for this reason, they are also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life, of our fragile mortality, just like Sasuke and Sakura's marriage.
Bruh.
Shut the fuck up. About Naruto.
Oh, what? Did they get divorced?
No, it's a long story. We'll save it for later.
Okay.
In a way, it's the spectre of looming death that calls attention to this special moment, to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, Kevin? Save. Too late.
Unsure.
You gotta save before the options come up, love.
Mm.
Spirit's question isn't easy to answer. You want to impress her, but you also want to be true to yourself. The entire range of human experiences stretches out before you, and you feel paralyzed by the different options available to you this moment.
Yep.
Well, it's like every question the game asks you. And that's okay! It wasn't a simple question with a simple answer. Who knows if Spirit herself even has an answer in mind?
She does.
However, it occurs to you, like the fallen blossoms wilting at your feet, this chance at connecting with a beautiful person in front of you might be fleeting. Is one of these answers the better choice? Or do you remain unsure?
Save. Because you know she's gonna screw this up. I kid. Or do I?
Still unsure.
With cherry blossoms floating down between you and Spirit, you look at her and... Desperate to be closer to her, you grasp for the right words and say that will capture your feelings and her heart, but they don't come. You screwed this up, Kevin!
I don't know how to feel. I wish I had an answer for you. I wish I knew the correct response, but as far as I can tell, there isn't one. Nothing's that easy to explain, at least.
Spirit looks into your eyes but does not speak. A pink blossom brushes between you and lands on the ground at your feet.
My feelings are all mixed up, like petals of this cherry tree, floating through the air, swelling out of my control. Oh god, I hope this sounds deep. As I look at them, I have no interest in answers. It's enough to simply observe. It's enough to not know. It's enough to be here, right now, with you.
Spirit smiles. She looks at a petal in the air and you watch as her eyes track it. The gusty sea air, sending it on a spiral journey away from you both.
Once, the fallen cherry blossoms represented the soul of a samurai warriors. Those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, or their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me, in my noble bloodline, my life has ended. But my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree, it's not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish. It's as if it were installed here by someone.
You watch as Spirit chooses her words very carefully.
By something. No respect for the balance of life and death.
Ocean did it!
Sorry, we're sorry to interrupt.
Ah!
You know, we don't believe you, right? But it's good you guys are here. I could use something to cut up.
Yep!
But this time we've got a really good reason.
It better be.
And it has nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay.
We're just here to tell you that it's time for dinner, silly.
Get it while it's hot.
I guess it's time to go. Or whatever. Thanks for spending some time with me today. I enjoyed it.
Me too. Kevin's not dead.
What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon with courting a psycho killer. No, you are really feeling this whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets.
I mean, I'm the only one who can hear you.
Yeah, it's not like I can speak to anybody else.
True.
Except Ocean.
Yeah, but
God
who's
damn it,
Ocean gonna tell?
But enough gentle ribbing, it's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster.
I just feel that every time Trickster shows up, everyone, including like Trapper, just looks at him in disgust, like whenever Excalibur shows up in Soul Eater.
I know the face.
Yeah.
Rafe is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on screen at the same time again, so just believe me. They're all here, and they're all just as sexy and demented as you remember them.
Nice.
With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Especially Trapper over there. Congrats, by the way, on getting this far. I'm surprised you are... I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday.
Can we not pretend to have a winning personality? Yeah, you're right. You
What
live
do
in
you
the head.
say, Ocean? The Ocean says nothing.
The Ocean judges.
The Ocean agrees. However, since Huntress seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding onto your heart, she throws caution to the wind and speaks up.
Please don't say you stole Spirit's comb. I do not need that kind of malarkey.
It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murderer's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment in the spotlight is the least we can do. And heaven knows, they won't do any better than that.
Oh no, Lucas, you've given the Huntress issues. I hope you're happy.
Lucas says fuck the Huntress.
For fuck's sake. And no,
I
Luke.
mean, she wants to be.
Lucas, we're not
She
doing
also
the
says fuck
Huntress route.
Trickster.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing that with Trickster. Lucas, you're gonna have to drop in and give us the lore at some point.
Skill issue.
The law. Since it seems like I'm going to be alone forever, I'm focusing on myself. I have hobbies of my own, you know. Besides stealing, kidnapping, and killing, cooking is my passion.
Huntress, I promise if we ever come back to this game, you can be the next route. Lucas can date you.
Tonight we will be feasting on a succulent squirrel appetizer with roasted elk as the main, served with a side of mushrooms.
Not gonna lie, that sounds pretty good, woman.
Thank you.
Hey, those mushrooms are probably poisonous. And elk, huh? More revenge for the elk that killed her mother. If I had a nickel for every revenge-obsessed killer on this island, I'd have some number of nickels. Certainly more than a few.
I see you making that reference. But not quite making that reference.
I personally hunted, killed, skinned, and prepped our meal. I even picked for mushrooms myself.
Did you prep Felix yesterday? You gotta tell me.
No, that was Dwight and Claudette.
Okay, they probably like did rock, paper, scissors.
Felix finally got his release. They didn't, that's why they were so upset. Oh, they're definitely poisonous.
Definitely.
And cheesecake for dessert.
Yes!
What? Not Russian enough? I'm not so one-dimensional, you know.
Oh no, we gave the accent to her character!
Oh, did you want to swap?
No, Trapper must be voiced by Alec, because it's hilarious.
Well, Alec can also voice Huntress. Can you do female Russian?
Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day.
Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group?
You've had an interesting day, that's for sure. But how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little and it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. Go on then, Kevin.
This is definitely Bex's brain on the regular.
Be coy? Gush about your date? Be coy, gush about date. Be coy, gush about date. Be coy, gush about date. Don't want to upset Spirit, but she also might get embarrassed if I gush. Wait, I saved. Aha! I can cheat! Be coy. Yeah, no, okay, we'll see what I say. Wasn't really a date. Not you by everyone else and choosing to be alone and doing it relatively close proximity to each other. Oh! Oh, thank fuck!
Right. Couldn't have said anything of value better myself. Although you're a bit quiet, so good on you.
Spirit is clearly happy with the way you portrayed your date. No surprise, she doesn't like people getting into her business.
And also, it's none of their bloody business.
Risky business.
You're sound to be bloody.
Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now. And they are all very tired. No, wait, no, sorry. A dreary supernatural forest thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise.
Is that a reference to the thing?
Probably.
Okay. Bon appetit!
Bony appetite.
Bon appetite. No, don't you mean bon?
No. Almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables.
Oh dear.
Wait, what? How's that possible?
Impossible to avoid on this island.
Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back to clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants?
Thank them. Your top-notch service is much appreciated, even if you do keep being a clam jabber. Everyone, if you please be so kind as to follow us to the fire pit. Greatly appreciate. We've been told something big is going to happen. Something that will change everything.
You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies.
Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb?
Yes, and I immediately regret how I did.
Good. Something needs to change around here. Fire is rebirth.
Well, you know what they say about fire? It's warm, it's pretty, and it gets rid of evidence. Everything you want in a boyfriend.
Fire illuminates the soul. R.I.P. my phone. I hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire. I mean, not my eyes. Because of childhood trauma involving fire.
Everyone's just like, we get it. Stop over-explaining.
And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Rafe's complaining. You take a seat on a comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for the other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell a story this time. Will narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply take thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening here, so nothing is probably not a great sign. Oh, cool, and now everyone is looking at you. So yeah, you know, do something.
Jazz hands! Should I pick someone to tell a story, or could we play charades? Boggle? I'm not good at Boggle.
Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story?
What?
Rafe points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you.
I'm just gonna say
You duck out of the way. Who knows what that thing can do? probably shoots lasers.
Try not to bore us.
We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress.
Now you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up.
I know that the fire is. Right there. But maybe, if we stop talking about it all the time, we can start to pretend it's not here. And doesn't, you know, threaten to burn us all alive.
He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Brave. Kevin was about to make an important decision about telling a story or not.
Now you know how it feels, voice. I don't tell a story. I mean, you guys want so much and you all have very pointy things. Sure, I'm game to tell a story.
I hope it's a mystery.
The mystery is where you keep coming from!
Okay. So what type of story do you want to tell?
This is gonna be good.
Romance.
God damn it.
I'll tell a romantic story.
I like that. I'm out.
Spirit,
Bye, everybody.
Spirit.
About two lovers who take poison together and die, foaming at the mouth? Or about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon the same wily Wolverine? That Logan fella really was hard to kill.
I think I found his head at the beach. Not quite as about my parents. They met at a party in college. He was hosting. She'd been dragged there by some friends. They couldn't have been more different, and yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music, and he took an interest in her major, women's studies. She studies women. They were married within 2 months.
Bit too soon to know if you can trust someone, don't you think?
It's so sweet!
It sparkles! Exactly, I learned
Sparkle.
Sparkle. Exactly, I learned a lot about love from them. This is very ironic. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partner. Love could spark from a mere look across a campfire.
Now you've got their attention. Each killer is furiously attempting to catch your eye from across the fire pit.
Joke's on you, I have severe social anxiety and I'm bad at making eye contact.
Except for Trickster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on headphones to drown you out.
Screw this shit, I'm out!
Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So, who else would you like to hear a story from tonight? You took from killer to killer, trying to decide who might be the most entertaining.
Damn it!
Too bad.
You gotta learn to be quicker, love.
How do I play this?
You click on someone.
No, I'm just thinking because I picked Spirit last time. I don't want them to murder me in my sleep because I'm obviously favoring
Oh
Spirit.
no.
But the spirit will murder me. Fuck it!
I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in this group. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past, who is dead now, and can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride. Technically, I suppose the fiance?
That's a good face.
One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt, so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby Czech farmhouse? Chic? Czech farmhouse.
Moving on.
Thank you.
Shabby chick.
Together they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one.
Reese, we have to order cake.
God dang it.
Thank you, Spirit. You
Are you?
reminded us.
They chose Lily Koi? Is that how it's pronounced?
No clue.
Lily Koi.
Yeah. They chose Lily Koi. By the way, so fancy. When it came time to figure out the decorations, however, the bride, the fiance, I guess, since he wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toed sandals pretty much the entire relationship. So he was definitely not to be trusted. Spirit's calling me out here.
Spirit is calling you out. She's disgusted by your choice of legwear, Reese.
Wow, it's a good thing I'm letting you decide all of this stuff, huh?
Yes. Sparkle, sparkle.
Having decided on such a lovely, natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancée decided that she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose, on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods.
Into the unknown.
Each day, she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found, and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding, so that they'd be at the height of their freshness and beauty. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods she surveyed, the fiancé, since they had not yet been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so that she could choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of her big day finally came, the fiancé told her husband to be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting one of the best stems and collected them in a basket.
Girl, you should have brought your maid of honor with you at least.
Nah, what's the worst that can happen?
However, when she came upon a once familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it had ever been before, and just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful she became dizzy just looking at them.
Oh, she forgot her breakfast? She got low blood sugar?
But the fiancé ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just further ahead, and possibly even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of spring air, the fiancé, crept further and further into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped over a mossy, fallen tree trunk, and realized she had been here before. But this wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering, moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked and walked and walked.
Glen, not Glean.
Glen.
Glen.
That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there were no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for fresher blooms, but never finding them.
Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are. Out there, all alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad.
Just like someone we know. That was the story time. A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up.
When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series takes a lot of pressure off of any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator.
Tell me, Kevin, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be?
Don't answer that, we don't actually care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move on to the next segment of the evening. Bitch!
God forbid my small talk get in the way of a romantic Twilight moment.
Right, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap trap! You know that we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen.
Okay, you have fun tonight and try not to end up dead.
Why did you just say the words wink wink out loud, and what kind of double entendre are you getting at with the end up dead thing? Twilight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. And you do know, that all these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right?
Only
Only
double.
double?
Well, except for Spirit, she really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
Did I hear somebody trash talking Spirit? Deal me in! What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub, so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes?
Please, enough talk of burns, things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well?
Oh, Rafe, you poor baby.
What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could? Just you and me. Oh, those spindly legs. You'd probably tire before you got too far. If it's running away to someplace more secluded Kevin is after, they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I chose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice, and it's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore.
It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or just me?
Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention, along with the attention of everyone else, is still on you. For the moment.
If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives. You know, some special projects we might have going.
You heard him. Who will it be? Who will you head off with for an evening activity?
Save, because I know you're gonna miss the chance.
I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before you cut me off while you're saving Becky! Before your time on Murderer's Island comes to a close. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either, but this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening is pretty much all that it wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because... that guy.
That guy! Spirit?
How predictable.
Oh, you picked me. Yay. Sorry, that was rude of me. I despise phoniness, so I should be honest with you.
I love that expression of us.
You make for interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over these other killers at all costs. Even when I hate the game and the prize, but I had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth as I imagine sweet, sweet revenge. Takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything. Getting to really know who I am is an impossible task, not worth trying. But too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've got. Or just say the exact right thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess.
You arrive at the bar to find White and Claudette both holding cocktail shakers, surrounded by a bevy of bubbles for assorted boozes. Who's ready?
To get wasted!
As you know, I don't drink, so not me. Unless you mean wasted, as in killed. In which case, Dad, if you are out there somewhere, I will find you and waste you for what you've done to me.
You really don't drink ever. Is that like because it would just fall out a hole in your stomach thing, or?
I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is poison of the body and the mind. I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time thing.
Time thing.
Lame. And why did you choose a mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime activity?
Everyone knows this kind of date is just an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. Reese, I know what we're doing next time.
Okay.
It's true, not a single person has ever learned anything at one of these things.
Dwight? No, that's not true. You learned how to tie a cherry knot in a stem using only your tongue.
Whoa, whoa, who ordered a soda with a splash of my private business? Because that's off the menu. Well, I know what I'm drinking to forget tonight.
Mixology is a real thing, and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I have all you know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed.
By your father.
On whom you will have your bloody vengeance. Right, well, so be it.
What about you, Kevin? Do you drink? Stay sober. I'm impressing the ghost.
Lame!
I've got.
Lame!
Shut up, trickster.
I've got.
My name is Trapper!
I don't give a shit, you big ass.
Kevin would like to talk now, please.
Sorry, Kevin.
Oh, you would look like that, wouldn't you?
I've got the impression that tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm gonna pass on the alcoholic drinks.
Hear, hear. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun.
You watch as Spirit picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs a little plastic sword through it. Cherry juice splatters everywhere, and its little fruity guts slap out onto Spirit's lap.
That's hot.
Oopsie. One of the upsides of wearing black, it hardly shows stains.
It does. No take backsies. So, lovebirds, what drink shall we make?
It's too loud, Becky.
Dark and stormy. Got a dark and stormy drink for my dark and stormy date.
Okay, that one is cute.
Yes! Kevin has game!
Eh. You're both pretentious, Becky. Yes, you are. Congratulations!
What? What?
You fucking pretentious hipster fucks.
Sir, I am trying to get laid with a woman made of 90%
She is
glass
obviously
yarn.
asexual, Becky. What do you mean you're trying to get laid?
Asexuals can have sex.
What do you mean? Whatever.
They can choose to do it if they want to.
Mate, I have
And they're not
This is a quick-
asexual, Becky!
again. I have debated this with her. I've just come to accept it. Whatever. I'm not touching this subject.
It's like
anymore.
it's like saying I'm bisexual, but I don't sleep with men. Then, bro, you're not bisexual.
They mostly do it to make their partner happy if they end up in a relationship.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You see what I mean? I don't bother with this shit. Whatever.
Please allow us to demonstrate how a dark and stormy is made.
I just need a drink now.
Good thing I do have a drink right next to me. So, a little bit of ASMR.
Best rum, or in this case rum extract, and a bit of apple juice is poured over ice.
And then fresh ginger beer is added in.
What? Don't drink the actual beer whilst we're doing this!
I'm not drinking beer.
What are you drinking, what, Dwight?
Stay out of my personal business, Claudette. And my personal stash.
Dwight, that's just medical
The only
alcohol.
solace I get from it's the only solace I get aside from our alone times.
Dwight, that's lighter fluid.
Potato, potato. Tomato, tomato.
You might as well just put that knife in his back and twist it more while you at it.
I did earlier! It's stuck! It won't fucking get out!
Oh dear.
Garnish with a lime wheel.
And drink. The end.
You think you're up to the challenge of replicating this recipe, Kevin? Replicating rum substitute and ginger beer over ice.
Don't forget the lime wheel.
Dwight, you're high off of lighter fluid. Calm down. Rum substitute and ginger beer over ice with a lime wheel. Not sure I appreciate your tone, but yes, you got it. You're a natural, a sassy natural. You and Dwight might have more in common than... Don't you dare.
Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she sips her dark and stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at your petty behavior.
I am the pettiest of behaviors.
On cue, a literal dark storm begins to make its way from the ocean. You taste your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing.
Save. Before anything goes wrong. Isn't this fun?
Honestly, it's the most drama-free fun I've had since I got here.
And since you picked a simple but delicious drink, you've got plenty of time left to relax. Want to make out a little?
Ah! You breathe in a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing. Before you can get a yes out. Lightning strikes a palm tree on the... Look at Spirit's face! And
I'm also enjoying you reading my lines, Becky.
Oh,
Go
right.
on.
Sorry, voice. Sorry, boys. Please continue.
I guess that took a little bit more off of you than you thought, huh?
It was not alcoholic.
Lightning strikes a palm tree on a bench and it immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly as Claudette and Dwight you usher the two of you away from the bar. No
Aww.
kissing for you.
Damn it!
The gang's all together again on the volleyball court. Seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was... Oi. Feels like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Better get this over with quickly so that I mean you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratordom. Even though you do go and read my lines sometimes. Good thing you're really used to your time, you will, since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic budding girl. You know, the 4 types of people.
Yep.
Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pitch your dream date and see who Kevin chooses. Say,
Spirit.
of course it's Spirit.
Kevin has the spirit, alright. Oh.
Who's ready for a round robin?
How round are we talking?
No, not to eat, Huntress.
Aww.
Aww.
Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow.
Oh, quite. Quaint, they're still trying. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Huntress, why don't you go first? I'm afraid what would happen if you had to contain your energy any longer.
She just physically explodes.
I don't explode.
Stop talking, Dwight! Great Huntress, why don't you take it from here?
Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone.
I think Trapper will know it's gone now.
What was that?
Nothing. Go away. Shoot. Away with you. Then, boy oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure.
What kind of treasure are we looking for?
Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff.
Get to find the remains of the fourth survivor.
Now, if you don't mind, I've got to start preparing, because it's clear already that you're going to pick me.
Sorry, madam, no. Confident, mysterious, I like it. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable, not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of a Dead by Daylight dating experience?
Gladly! Sometimes you just gotta say it.
Why, yes, thank you. I'd love to. So, Kevin, you're thinking of picking me? Well, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded. Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that.
Oh, he is self-aware.
But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're going to love it. And if you're not a maggot... Also, everyone, even confident, sexy ladies in rabbit masks better stay the hell away from a yacht.
Sorry. Anyway, Brave.
Well, I don't know. I'd really prefer to just tell Kevin privately.
I don't really know how that's going to work with these game mechanics.
Rafe's face.
Yeah, I noticed.
What if you just whispered it to Kevin?
Rafe considered this for a long moment. Too long.
That's fine.
Without moving, Rafe lowers his voice to a barely audible whisper.
Grace, I know it's gonna be hell on your phone if you have to whisper and do the voice, so just talk normally, okay?
Okay. Tomorrow we have to find my bell. And then I can finally tell you about what I've been working on. I'm going to be really special. It's going to be really special. The kind of thing where we will really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. And maybe then we can go on a real date.
I think she meant you could talk like a normal Rafe, but okay.
I did. I did.
You done? Is that it? Rafe nods. Proud. Yes, Spirit.
She just throws a
Not
rock.
literally. Go away!
She just throws a rock at Dwight. Figuratively. Damn it, Dwight! You gotta watch your words with these people!
Tomorrow, you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew.
He's gonna kill you. That's it?
If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper, or dig up whatever mysteries with Rafe. I
I'm
don't
not-
know what those guys do all day.
No, just imagining that Trapper's yacht is full of crayon drawings.
This is my collection. I have made these crayons out of my victims. I've crushed every single bloody vessel in their body and made all these red crayons.
Do you have yellow?
Yes, all the crayons are red.
Oh, I want to draw a
I have
happy
not
sun.
figured out how to make blue ones yet.
You could.
I keep trying to get Spirit in here, but she keeps avoiding me.
Have you considered blueberries?
What the heck am I supposed to do with blueberries? Unless there's a skull I could crush, I'm not interested.
You could crush the skull and the blueberries?
That sounds like work.
I'm dying here.
Don't worry, I can speed up the process for you.
Ugh, I need a sippy sip. My chest hurts from laughing too much. Do you want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of?
All of them.
Oh, she's an equal opportunity hater.
Okay then. So, hydrate tonight if you intend to hang with Spirit.
And time's up, everyone. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning.
Now, go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make the choice come dawn.
Have a swell night!
Did you two forget to mention something? Haha, oh gosh, how can we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do.
Is it throw Trickster into the ocean? No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of your contestants who is already teetering on the edge of a psychological break. Claudette, no!
And giving them a little push.
I'll push you, Dwight. Hold up, this has been a survival dating competition parody this entire time, and I'm just now finding out about it.
Come on, the signs were there. You just didn't read them.
Boys, I am dyslexic. It's very hard for me to read. I've also been concussed since, I don't know, coming out of the ocean. I should really find a doctor.
Welcome to Murderer's Island.
It's now time to eliminate one of the killers.
Oof, it's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse.
You can't kill a killer, but can you break their heart?
Aww.
You dare even try?
You mean?
That's right. Tomorrow one of these sexy slicers will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be?
But why? Because it's dramatic?
Because it's surprising?
Because it's a classic reversal of fate?
And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous.
Ah.
What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might follow you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, at least you'd like to see him coming. I'm sorry. That being said, at least you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats. And I hear she can disappear. Hard to track. Eek, if you get rid of Rafe, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. Huntress? She might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So, which sociopath are you eliminating?
Well, fuck! God damn
Have
it!
fun.
Which was the safest option?
There is no safe
Safe?
option.
I guess I'll eliminate. Rafe, I'm sorry, you're the weakest one here.
Is he though? Is she?
Nah,
Is he?
these two are gonna rip me apart. Look, I'm here and I'm hot here. I'm not really getting positive reinforcement from you, Rafey Poo. Please don't take this personally. It's just my opinion of you, who you are, and what you're about deep down as a person, and how I don't like it. Like, give me something, you know, a kiss, a wig, hold my hand. Finish telling me about all this mysterious stuff you're obsessed with. Hey, yeah, don't!
Rafe rises, taller than you've ever seen him, and calmly walks to the exit. Before he leaves, he turns to you.
When you came here, I thought perhaps you would be different. I don't know how my last bit of hope in humanity hadn't been snuffed out, but it wasn't. It is now. You are just like the rest of them. There's no hope of goodness here. The only thing I can do is try to escape. Or burn everything and everyone to the ground.
He leaves. Pretty badass exit. Was not expecting that. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get some shut-eye.
And don't worry too much about the broken heart you've left behind.
Because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Kevin when this is all over, but they'll never sleep alone again.
That's right, we're sending our eliminated player home with...
Their own mostly new trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real trickster. It might not hug you back, but it definitely won't try and stab you. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right. It's Dwight tested.
Claudette approved! I hope you sleep well tonight, Kevin. You're my hero for what you've accomplished.
How can you sleep tonight knowing that what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by.
How can you sleep tonight, knowing what you'll do tomorrow?
Go on a date with a cute, spooky ventral spirit?
I don't know how you'll do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know, these two. Schedule. Schedule. Wow, what a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of a game.
Neither did I.
Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off.
Okay, Reese, for one last time to do the Wraith voice.
What do you mean last time? He's gonna be on your ass, Becky.
Oh god, no. Why did you look forever into the game?
No,
Okay.
I definitely didn't.
We'll see how things go tomorrow, I suppose. I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil may care, but the truth is, I'm really a pessimist at heart. That tends to happen when...
Your mother is skewered by an elk when you were young.
Yeah. How would you know?
Wild guess. It's also the only thing you talk about.
If you'll excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over in that tree, and I'm feeling peckish. I know I said some things when Kevin kicked me to the curb, and I just want to say, I'm embarrassed for how I acted.
It's okay, Wraith, I forgive you.
Not what I said, though. I stand by it. I want everyone here to burn.
How would I say things are going? It's a matter of perspective. If Kevin's goal is to impress me, things are going poorly.
I think I'm not here to impress you, buddy.
But if Kevin's goal is to get themselves killed, they're doing an amazing job.
Fuck!
Of course, Kevin is into me. Why wouldn't they be? I'm thoughtful, beautiful, surrounded by a calming mist. I've also got great hair.
She does have great hair. It's so light and fluffy.
And since I'm technically dead, I'm extremely low maintenance. Look, I don't like to throw the term anime waifu around too often, but if the body pillow fits, snuggle it. You know what I mean?
Low.
What? No, you're not a pair of this. You don't get a confessional.
Voice just kind of...
You're not a part of this. You don't get a confessional.
Voice just trying to shoo Trapper back out the window. Not Trapper, Trickster.
Get out of here, trickster.
Just trying to shove him out the double panel window right there.
It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute though. charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, kinda wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album, upcoming tour, finalizing the new sneaker line, producing a limited series of my life, starting a new social media NFT crypto app,
Ugh.
and doing these private gigs over on IP Island.
I just imagine that Voice's hand is like literally smushing his face, trying to push him out the window, but Trap Trickster is somehow clinging to it.
My dudes, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama, lawyers. Take a hike.
I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that and bought them. Don't worry.
I'm talking your favorite established characters from all over pop culture that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them, like Ghosts.
Don't you say it. Look, we get it. You're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to and I don't want to get sued.
Ghostface.
Come on!
Whatever. I don't even care. I'm the trickster. See you around, Kevin. You too, narrator.
Finally gets pushed out the window.
I have a name, you know.
You do?
Yes. Seriously, they don't not pay me enough to deal with you people.
You get paid?
Yes.
Is it my turn?
What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair?
What's a chair?
It's the thing getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew.
Okay. Rude.
Fine, let's just get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in.
Check in. I was just looking for a bathroom.
You're the Ocean. You are the bathroom.
Bathroom? Are you serious? Down the hall to the left.
It's okay. Never mind.
Oh dear.
Never mind. What does that mean? No, not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game.
It's okay. We don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. Don't sit in the chair, Claudette.
This chair is wet.
Dwight, you can sit in the chair.
Yeah. I think the ocean just peed on it.
How is that? You know what? I don't care.
You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I've got something to confess. Oh great, what's it gonna be? You ate glue in second grade, you cheated on an algebra test once. Watching Rafe get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I felt even a modicum of joy.
Oh, Jesus.
Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, the sun, these sweaty, sweet sugary drinks. It sounds fun for a long weekend, but not for eternity. The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls, it's like crescendolling song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please erase me from this existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug on this experiment and let my soul be free. Please, please get me out of this polo shirt.
Oh no, the polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy.
I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up.
This episode, Dwight, is brought to you by the inner thoughts of Lucas.
You have no idea how right you were. Yikes, huh? That was a weird way to end. Ah well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. Anyway, seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow is gonna be a doozy.
Yep.
Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow, which is sort of okay with it.
Ah, crab pillow, you're my only friend.
Snip, snip.
What's that? You don't know about the killer crabs? All right, you didn't go on that huntress date. You really missed out. It was thrilling. Or I guess it would have been. You'll have to play the game again to get that reference, I suppose.
Maybe next year.
Mhm.
You pull on your beach attire, splash water on your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that look on their faces excitement? Terror?
Terraitment.
Scarousal? You notice that your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened before. But it's probably the love thing.
Yeah, probably the love thing. It's time!
Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers are all stand flanked by tiki torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex.
I never watched TV with either of my exes.
Suddenly the message is clear. You are going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-assed cameos in this show. I'm gonna chew his agent out. But before they walk you over for your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Kevin.
It can't be easy being thrown onto a mysterious island for simply no real reason, surrounded by terrifying killers. Trying to manage your most primal impulse.
Murder and making out.
Whew. And you kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island host, with dignity and respect, so don't tell anyone we told you this, but...
Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for you going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you.
Relationships are a two-way street, and if you don't have a green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. The friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. How do you think you are exactly?
That by daylight doesn't do, friends. These are killers and there are survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more.
Okay, so who's into me?
Claudette and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Again.
I imagine every time they want to whisper, they just somehow produce two oversized sun hats out of nowhere to cover up their faces, so no one can see what they're saying. Well,
I've never seen Spirit open up to anyone like she has opened up to you.
I've seen her open up the insides of plenty of people, but thankfully for you and for us, that's in a different type of game. Oh.
I mean, that toe thing? You fucked that up. But hey, she seems to be into you.
I'm not into toes.
So, Are you ready? Of course you're not, but too bad we're on a schedule.
Yes, you're not into feet.
Anyone who's into feet are
You.
weird.
Thank you.
We know you're
You
weird.
make your way. Hmm?
We know you're weird, Alec.
I'm not a feet guy. If I had one wish, I would fucking kill all fucking feet people.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you didn't know that? He's very honest about it.
Oh no, because he
I am
says.
very, very open with my fucking hatred of foot fags.
Oh, oh no, because he said thank you after I said the whole anyone who's into feet is weird. So my brain took
Yes,
that
I
way.
agree. I agree.
Oh, you're saying thank you for the agreement. Okay, I'm caught up.
Yes.
Yes.
You are
There are two
still.
types of people. There are two types of people I hate: foot fags and gypsies. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight. Dwight? Okay. Stand off to the side. Hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air. And I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw.
Why do you have
Do I-
that?
Though I do
Yeah.
recommend staying away from those sparks. I have to cut the meat somehow.
Who are we eating today?
There's a lot of leftovers,
Oh god.
Kevin. There are a lot of leftovers.
It's time for our newcomer to confess their love.
Wait, I have to do a job roll for this.
No, you don't. But who cares, Kevin? Who do you choose for your solo date?
Can we at least do the flower thing?
Dwight! I thought we agreed to keep that between us!
No, not that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of contestant's love and affection.
I don't know if this is an actual Dead by Daylight reference.
That's it's one of those dating show things.
Oh no, I meant the flower in between those two fig. Oh well.
I'm just gonna keep quiet about that. Let's go.
Oh, right, I suppose, but no roses. They're such a cliche at this point.
Well, that's good because I tried to pick a rose, but I got an ouchie, and I settled for these.
Aw, poor Dwight. Oh, those are cute.
Beautiful.
You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. Okay. Bouquet is such a weird word when you look at it.
In Russian, we say bouquet.
Woo, I speak Russian!
You really don't.
I hope Dwight saved some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe, sorry, you just got other things to think about right now.
Well, they certainly stab each other on a regular basis.
Yep, yes they do. Kevin, who do you select to receive these flowers and spend the day with you today? Who's who? Oh!
Such a hard
okay.
choice.
Spirit.
You approach Spirit, peering below the brim of her impressively large hat. As you shut up, and I am talking, Kevin. Enjoy your moment. Let me have this.
Okay.
And into her haunting eyes.
Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. You've challenged me to be a better person. I resisted the urge to show me the sharp end of your katana. Which I thank you for greatly, by the way. For that, I thank you. Like, seriously, please don't impale me. I like having my organs on the inside. I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level.
And we shall. Up to the eye of the dark storm that is our reality. To the lantern room of the Black Lighthouse.
Oh, neat. That sounds pretty.
It's time to see what you're made of, Kevin.
Figuratively, right?
I thought it might be nice to start the day out on Trapper's yacht. before we head up to the Black Lighthouse.
Where the fuck is my yacht?
Huntress just like sitting with her arms over her
Andres!
knees. She's just crying, sitting in a pool of her own tears.
What do you want, you big oaf?
Where did you put my yacht, woman? I saw you eyeing it for 2 days straight. More than
You're
you
right.
were eyeing that dead rabbit.
You're right, I was eyeing that dead rabbit, but I was also eyeing your yacht, so I was thinking of how best I can chop it into kindling. After all, our bonfires need more wood.
I'll make wood out of you, woman.
Bring it on,
Chop
you
up
big
your
ape!
bones. And I'll make this fire between us even harder.
Claudette and Dwight just like, you two should kiss!
You know what? I just had a great idea.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Yes. You take the girl. I'll take the dweeb.
I like that idea.
And so our story begins with Spirit and Kevin are off at the yacht.
Even if I kinda hate this basic tropical vacation stuff, like yachts and snorkeling or whatever, it's good for you to see me in the sun a little bit. At least there's more of me than what you've already gotten to experience. I know that my whole vibe can be a little dark. The hat, the swimsuit, the plume of floating hair.
Plume.
The plume of floating hair. This wasn't always who I was. I was a normal young woman once. Went to school, hung out with friends. I even had a part-time job working at a restaurant in town.
And then, well, I know what happened to your father. He...
Yeah, he murdered me and I woke. And I woke as an undead Avenger. That's not what I was getting at.
she... And Undead the Avenger assembled.
I mean, mostly assembled.
Something else happened to me. I realized I needed to be seen. I don't even know by whom. I just... A lot of time, when you think about ghosts, they're these kind of see-through, flickering specters. Imagine reaching out and having your hand go right through them. Ooh, like that sort of thing. Maybe there's some warpy effect on the world around you. I don't know, depends on which movie you're watching. But when I died, well, I dare you to try and reach your hand through me. Not really. That's not an invitation, it's rhetorical.
Is it bad in my head? I just imagined Kevin going like, boop, on like Spirit's belly button or something.
I think you would have been dead at that point.
Before she said that. Like Kevin was getting ready to go boop, but then Spirit said that thing and just slowly lowered the hand.
Yeah.
Why did I end up this way? Who brought me here to this island? Who knows? I sure don't. I still want to know if Luffy found a One Piece.
It's still going.
Really?
Yeah, it's never gonna end.
Ah,
Oh,
I've got my ideas.
but Usopp's a god, and Buggy has an entire fleet.
No way! Seriously?
Yep. Buggy keeps
How did
winning
that
it.
happen?
I don't know. Not even Buggy knows.
My goodness.
They're
I
li-
have been dead for a long time.
Yep, they're like the ultimate bullshitters. It's amazing.
I mean, I expect that from Usopp. Maybe?
Everyone knows that Bucky is the Usopp of Shanks' crew.
You mean Gold Roger's crew?
Yeah, I'm gonna admit I mostly just skimmed it.
Kevin!
Look, if we end up in an undead bliss together, we can binge it.
Okay. Maybe what happened, if I'm being honest, maybe I was granted a wish. Maybe this is me finally being something to someone. Something scary, something violent, something feared. But, without a doubt, something. Maybe whoever or whatever did this to me thought they were doing me a favor. And maybe, last maybe coming up, I promise, maybe they were right.
Maybe, look, now you've got me doing it. Maybe they brought me to you. Maybe we should get out of this loop.
Something certainly brought us together.
It certainly wasn't my swagger.
But I'm not exactly up there digging around in caves or dusting off antiques and trying to find clues. Excuse me. To find clues and analyze their meanings. I do want to take this experience seriously though. I want to give the process a chance. It may be a dumb process, and one that I have extremely little respect for as a person. But you just woke up from this beach with no memory of who you are or where you came from, and rather than freak out and simply try to swim away, we're giving this a chance.
I actually didn't know that swimming away was an option.
It's not. However, the fact that you never even tried, I think that means you've got courage. Or an open mind. Or, I don't know. Maybe you stuck around because you like someone you met here?
Ah, Spirit, I'd say that you see right through me, but that pun doesn't work with you. Maybe.
While the two of you were getting all deep and philosophically flirty, the yacht pulled up to the shore next to the black lighthouse. Last stop, everybody off! Jesus Christ, I didn't know we had to fucking swim to this fucking yacht!
I was gonna say, what are you two doing here?
Hey, do I see hunters and trappers spelling here really fast on a makeshift raft?
No, you don't!
Now that you mention it, it looks like the Huntress is doing a butterfly swim?
Very
Get off the yacht!
There ever stops? Oh no, not of this trip, of your life.
Spirit rolls her eyes and leaves for the shore.
I'm just messing with you. This was the only stop. Nobody here is really looking out for fun. So we have to make it ourselves.
But no, there are no other stops. Seriously, go! Go! Right now! Jesus Christ, she's getting closer.
Reach neck! Poop neck, Dwight! Maybe we can pause! I don't know!
Way ahead of you, I'm already shitting myself.
Okay, you get the lighter fluid, I'll get the matches, we'll immerse ourselves alive! They can't get us if there's nothing left of us!
Claudette!
This shit doesn't even have a back.
Oh, it will!
Come
As
here,
you disembark,
Claudette!
you see Dwight, Claudette run, giggling across the ship. Too bad you can't date those two. They seem like they know how to have a good time.
And now they've set themselves on fire, voice.
Completely ignoring the screams behind you, you arrive at the beach near the majestic black lighthouse, and its imposing form towers above you. A flock of birds circles lazily, no sense of fear or urgency, that's in the background, as if circling a corpse that hasn't moved in ages.
I'm excited about today. See?
I know you're practically blushing.
Spirit places her wrist delicately in your hand and presses your fingers down against her skin. It's cool to the touch, but you feel... Is that the faintest of pulses?
Yes, got her metaphorical blood rush pumping. Yes, yes.
My blood is absolutely pumping.
So, what happens now?
Now I show you something that no one has ever seen up close before. Well, no one who has lived to tell about it. We're going there.
Spirit points to the top of the lighthouse, amongst the circling birds.
Actually, what's actually up there? Have you seen it?
Hey y'all! How's everyone doing today?
Kevin just holding up a killer crab as acting as a weapon. / shield. Little pinchies going pinch pinch.
Certainly seems to be taking the whole elimination thing well. Or maybe this is the opposite of that. Better not bring it all up at all and just hope he doesn't completely melt down.
Hi Rafe, you seem chipper today.
Something strange is definitely going on with this guy. Well, something else strange. Something different that's what's usually going on.
Spirit, feel free to use your katana. I won't tell Claudette or Dwight.
Rafe takes a deep breath, sucking in the ocean air like it's the greatest air that has ever been sucked.
Kevin, thank you. Thank you for choosing anyone else to go on a date with today. Alone, again, forever. This is how I was meant to be. I feel alive. Are you done? We're kind of, on that date you just mentioned?
I'm glad you're feeling better, Rafe, but like she said, we're in the middle of something. You mind?
Oh, right. So what you doing? Heading up into the eye of the lighthouse? I love it up there. You can really see the whole island from up there. In fact...
Boys, he's really not taking it well, is he?
You think?
Oh dear. Spirit, I thought you said no one has been up there and lived to tell about it. But this sounds exactly like telling about it.
Technically, I don't think Rafe counts as being alive. I mean, I don't maintain the canon, but...
Spirit waves her arms at Rafe from head to toe.
And if he's not dead now, he's gonna be when I punish him for interrupting our date!
So this is what it feels like to have people literally fighting over you. It's a lot more pointy than I imagined.
That's the point.
Hey now, we can solve our problems without our hair floating up into any menacing shapes. I'll just be over here. Anyway, enjoy the view!
Rafe has definitely snapped something.
I think Rafe was kidding about that whole being up there, honestly, the view isn't even of the island. What you can see is mostly ocean, on account of it being, you know, a lighthouse. However, that does bring up an interesting point. Regarding your... how do I say it?
Spirit's hand floats up as she scratches her head contemplatively. Whatever that word is. Contemplatively.
I'd
You
say it's
don't
that.
usually see her at a loss for words like this.
What's your mortal status?
Mostly sweaty.
Because, despite what your lanky friend seems to think, the lighthouse is not to be trifled with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings doom to it from all corners of this world, if not further.
Well, duh. You saw a freaking pirate ship seemingly travel through space and time only to crumble at the rocks beneath this spooky tower. But you decide not to point that out, because that wouldn't be too romantic now, would it?
I don't know.
You might want to save, hun.
She might be into that. Yes, save. Just Kevin scrolling frantically on a rock or something. Spirit, like, what are you doing? I think I'm alive here. With you walking this beach, feeling the water on my feet, feeling the sun on my skin.
Here, with me, the spirit. Does that really make you alive?
I guess I don't know.
If you come with me up into the eye of the Black Lighthouse, you may never return. Is that a risk you're willing to take? Because we have something. I won't deny it. I feel it. I'd hate for you to simply turn to ash. If we were to commit, right here now, to figuring this out as friends, we could put that risk off for another time.
Just be friends? Ouch. Is this her way of letting you down easy?
I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you. That's why I choose you. And possibly have a wraith plotting my murder in my sleep.
I can't decide this for you. I can only warn you that it may not be safe. You might die up there. There's nothing I can do about it.
Ah, well, I've saved, so go up, maybe die.
You take a deep breath and think about every particle of sea air as it travels into your body and fills your lungs. It may be the last time you have such a thought, but you feel strangely at peace with that information.
Don't need another friend, I want something more. I'd risk my life for it.
Spirit smiles, a quirky, devilish smile.
Right this way.
Inside the lighthouse is almost pitch black. It was seemingly day when you stepped through the door, but inside this place is like a void. The last thing you see as the final rays of sun leave you is a horrible sight. A petrified body laying on the stairs, reaching not up but down, as if it had been crawling.
Watch your step.
I am.
The things we do for love.
Yep.
Alright, courage.
When you arrive in the lantern room at the top of the Black Lighthouse, you breathe a sigh of relief. The light is out and seemingly defunct. Dust cakes the room, as though it hasn't been operated in a century. However, somehow,
It was just morning a moment ago, but now it's night.
What do you mean a moment ago? We've been standing here looking out over the ocean all day. I've really enjoyed the peaceful time together with you. Taking in the view, standing in complete silence for hours, was kind of my perfect date.
Really? I don't remember that.
I just called it the perfect date and you can't be bothered to remember it? What kind of game are you playing with me?
I want to remember, it's just that for some reason my mind is completely blank. But hey, I'm not dead!
Oh, you're already dead, and have been this whole time.
That's true.
Maybe we'll never know. Doesn't look like the light is working.
even turned off, the light has a power to it. The massive lens refracts moonlight through itself. A subtle sparkle that has a hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went, staring into this light as the sun fell and the moon rose.
Thanks for spending the day with me. I really had a good time.
That's it? Don't get me wrong, this was really cool at all, I guess I don't know what to expect.
I suppose if you thought you were walking to your death and nothing happened, might feel a bit anticlimactic. Sorry. Anyhow, it's time to go. Here, let me just flip on the light for the staircase so it's easier to get down. Stairs still look pretty dark. Maybe it...
Spirit is interrupted by a strange hum, and then it becomes frighteningly clear to you. That switch wasn't for the stairs, it was for the main lantern. A lantern that is now beginning to power up.
Oh fuck! Spirit just shit a brick.
The faintest smell of burning begins to reach up to your nose.
Oh fuck!
Oopsie! Looks like maybe that switch wasn't for the stair lights at all.
Now we see who is really alive and who is really dead. I suppose. It was bound to happen sooner or later. You slammed your eyes closed, hoping that somehow you're not looking at the light. The light itself will protect you. Not sure I see the logic in that, but if it is magic, it kind of defies logic.
I want to see it, but well, I'm a little scared.
Don't look directly into the light. Open your eyes and look only at me, and I'll keep you safe.
Go on then, Vicky. Good luck. Wow.
This is gonna be hard.
Let's play the Do Not Die game.
Perfect.
Perfect. Now for the hard part. You did it! Not bad.
Oh fuck!
Isn't this thrilling, exciting, almost to die for? Oh no, you missed completely.
Oh shit.
Ah!
You missed completely.
Are you okay? You seem okay. I hope I haven't ruined this by pushing you to do something you weren't meant to do. You're so brave. Maybe not so coordinated, but certainly brave.
I kinda got a bit anxious.
I'm so lucky you'd put yourself through this for me. It shows that you're real.
Despite your attempt to resist it, the incredible force of energy from the Black Lighthouse's lantern I refuse to subside. No, it cannot be ignored, and it doesn't matter if you look directly at it or not. In the end, that was just a trivial game. This is real life, and real magic. You stare at it now, and its power penetrates your mind.
Hey, it's been a while. How are things? Doing good? Feeling more dead or more alive? Yeah, love will do that to a person. Don't worry, it'll make sense soon.
You wake to hear Spirit's muffled voice. You've got a terrible taste in your mouth, like burnt hair. The air feels damp and smells like ash.
Blech.
It takes time for the sound to clear up, but eventually Spirit's words start to make sense to you. However, it's clear she's talking to someone else, not you.
You know how sometimes people say, it's not you, it's me? Well, this time it is you and it's also me. I can't believe I thought you would change for me. I can't believe I thought that you were doing was a sacrifice. You never gave anything up for me. But today I saw what love looks like, and looks a whole lot different than this.
I don't think you're hearing me, which is weird. Because I'm practically shouting. Nobody breaks up with Trapper. Nobody.
Oh, these guys had history.
Oh yeah? Fine, nobody breaks up with Trapper. But I'm not doing that, I'm dumping.
Don't you say it.
I'm dumping. What?
Evan
Evan-
Macmillan.
Evan Macmillan?
Evan McKellen?
Macmillan.
Macmillan.
Oh, Macmillan.
Yes.
I'm dumping Evan Macmillan. And there's nothing you or he can do about it. It's over between us, Evan.
Drama!
Then,
Trapper turns from Spirit and looks directly at you. You realize that you're laying on top of the ground, laying on the ground of some weird tunnel.
I think that your shouting woke up Kevin.
Kevin can go back to pretending to be asleep.
My shouting?
You want a fake store, Becky?
Stay quiet. Oh, wait.
As I say something, but that's just me.
I'm sorry, I think I interrupted something very personal and also quite scary. I swear I wasn't trying to listen, but I heard a lot, probably not everything. I think I woke up in the middle.
What did you hear?
You dumping Trapper?
We were never together. I mean, we were together. Wink, wink, wink.
I know you're wearing a mask, but we can see your eyes. Don't need to say wink, wink, wink out loud. Another reason I'm right to have dumped you.
Wink, 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 wink. You did not. It was mutual.
Didn't seem mutual to Kevin.
The jig is, as they say, up. They know you're awake now, and you're going to have to deal with this awkward situation head on.
Well, I shouldn't be here. You two are having a very personal conversation that I don't need to be involved in. I don't even know how I got here. Not here on this island or here in this creepy tunnel.
As far as this island goes, your guess is as good as mine. As far as this tunnel goes, we brought you here.
We? You and Trapper? But Huntress is on the yacht.
After the lighthouse light came on, you blacked out. On your way down, I thought you might have hit your head or something. It's hard to tell what blood is new or old around here. Either way, I wanted to get you someplace safe, and so I asked Trapper for help. It's not that I can't carry you, I just didn't feel like it, you know? I hate anything messing with my shards. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than having an unconscious body draped over his shoulder.
I have touched every single piece of you, Kevin.
Just gotta have a long
My
shower.
apologies.
This is why my hands are clean on the other side, Kevin.
I'm just gonna have a very long soak.
Hope you like your new skin color.
What the fuck, Trapper?
I could have asked Claudette and Droid for help, but I don't trust them, and they were a bloody mess on the yacht.
They were on
It's gonna
fire.
It's gonna take a while for them to get better from that.
Huntress just like, okay, I think this is Claudette's arm, and I think this is Dwight's left foot.
She's playing Lego.
Yeah, basically.
Now, whose brain is this? But you trust Trapper.
Like and trust are two different things, my dear. You might think Trapper to be a real jerk, and you'd be right. But you get what you see with him. We brought you down here because we're the only ones who know about this place. It's part of excuse me. It's part of an old tunnel network that connects different places on the island. What's up, guys? Talking island mysteries? My favorite topic. I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd pop in.
I love Spirit's oh shit face, seriously. Also, Rafe, I thought you were eliminated, buddy.
He is.
What does that mean?
Nothing!
He's having fun alone forever.
Trapper, you said this place was private?
Oh, look at me. I didn't tell him about it. Half of the appeal of this spot is getting away from people like him.
Oh jeez. I can see when I'm not wanted.
I thought I saved Reese's throat by eliminating Rafe. I was wrong. He's popping up twice as much now.
So, you three a trouble now, or
A thruple.
Thruple? Is that the word? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So are you
Yeah,
a
Riders.
thruple?
Hey, Riders, we're ending soon.
Yeah.
Because I gotta say, I really didn't get the whole Trapper spirit thing. But hey, if it's not my business, I don't stick my nose in it.
I feel like you're sticking your nose in it, Rafe.
We were not a thing. Nobody traps the trapper. Not with traps or with relationships.
And you do realize you're sticking your nose in our business right now, right? Wow! So hostile. If you don't want to talk about it, just say so.
Rafe has just become a sassy little bitch.
Your branches are on fire, Rafe.
Anyhow, this tunnel has some very interesting features. If you head about 50 meters down that way, you'll find...
Get out!
Rafe looks around just to be doubly sure that Trapper is addressing him.
She's like, what, me? Like he's just pointing at himself.
was just leaving. This island. It's a lonely place, which is great for me. I love to be alone. Trapper, on the other hand, he's quite needy. And after a lot of pursuit, I finally let him catch up to me. And it became, well, I don't want to call it a relationship because somebody really didn't want to have that talk, but we were more than friends.
Oh, Trapper buddy.
I dispute the events as told. For the record, I don't pursue. I stalk and I lie in wait.
I just imagine he cornered like Dwight asking for dating advice. Dwight just trying his best to not cry the whole time. Like, how do I seduce the woman?
Tell me, nerd. How do I seduce the floaty one?
Maybe be less menacing?
What if I stick my dick into it? Will that work?
Only if she consents!
What the fuck is a consent?
It's the opposite of no!
What is the opposite of no?
Oh god!
What are you talking about, nerdy man?
I don't know. What will make you the least likely to bash my skull in?
Should I open your mouth a little bit? Oh, a little bit more open so I can hear you better.
Spirit.
Seem to be whimpering. I like that. You are now my new woman.
Claudette just finds Dwight doing the walk of shame off of Trapper's yacht the next morning. He just limping, walking in a funny way.
Trapper is not trapped. Trapper traps.
Only thing
Now
Claudette,
put on this wig.
only thing Claudette can get out of Dwight is Trapper likes to cuddle.
Did you consent to this?
We taught him what consent was vigorously. I don't think he gets the concept still.
In the confessional, Shepard's like,
The joke's on them. I know the dictionary. I know what it means. I just don't like the concept. Fuck that shit.
Seeing eye to eye was not one of the things you were good at.
Mostly because he's so fucking tall. So I hate to ask, but I did just look into a refrigerator-sized death lamp, so I guess I'm more of a glutton for punishment. I thought, what were you good at?
Well, for starters.
Oh no.
Excuse me, I'll take that question, thank you very much.
Okay, if she is ace, I think Trapper may have made her ace. Oh no. He was so bad.
You could even say I was an ace at this.
Oh, God. If you know anything about me by now, is that I'm on a quest.
For revenge!
For revenge.
For revenge.
I just got an achievement that said obsessed much. I think you're getting a little too much into this game.
Exactly. What you might not know, Trapper is like a great classical maestro of revenge.
I wrote a book on it.
Trapper blushes behind the mask. And that's one way to compliment a killer.
Ah,
Revenge against friends who had turned their back and betrayed him. Revenge against his father for making him into a monster. Revenge against against a barista who wrote Erwin on his cappuccino, knowing his name was actually Evan.
mutual
Evan.
daddy issues. I see why you two two possibly fucked. Okay.
What is this about possibly, Kevin?
For
You mean
someone who-
definitely.
For someone who thinks about revenge as much as I do, Trapper is an inspiration.
I fucked the fog out of her.
But they say to never date your heroes.
She says it was a mistake, but I say it was a good fog.
Oh dear.
Good advice, but I don't think that's the saying.
And then you came along, Kevin. You showed me that it's okay to be lost, to feel pathetic, to push on when you have nothing real to offer anyone.
Please feel free to watch all my other dating sim episodes. Kevin suffers a lot.
Especially the Dio episode.
Oh, fuck you.
Well, that was the rumor going around the campus.
Not
Ah. I'm not sure what you got all of that from, but okay. Damn it, she's onto me.
You held a mirror up to my own doubts and fears and showed me that they aren't everything about me. That I can embrace those things, but not be defined by them. You showed me that life after death can be more than just an obsession with revenge and mind-blowing sex on the ground in a dark cave or a dusty old tunnel.
Please tell me.
You're welcome.
Please tell me I'm not lying where you did it. Oh god.
Trapper nudges you in the ribs with his elbow. Gross. Clearly appealing to Trapper's better features has been a winning strategy for dumping his ass. Because he seems to be taking quite well.
This whole half-assed dating show parody thing, at first I obviously thought it was a lame idea. What kind of moron thought there was an audience for this?
Becky?
Aye. To be fair, Reese was the one who
Oh.
really wanted to play it.
But then we spent some time together and I realized there's something actually real here.
That's not what she said, actuality. Thanks, misspelling.
And I don't want to give up on it. I don't want to give up on us.
Duh, duh, duh. Poor spell checker. They checked all the other stuff but missed that one word.
Listen, Kevin. While you were knocked unconscious by some minor head trauma like a total weakling, Spirit confided in me that she has real feelings for you. I took it extremely well. Naturally, because I trust her and value her opinions.
Is that why there's a
Wait, what?
trapper-shaped hole in the wall over there? That looks very fresh.
That doesn't mean I trust you.
I am weak, submissive, and agreeable. I will do anything Spirit asks me to.
Exactly. If you want to get to her, you have to get through me first. Bypassing the Trapper test, trademark. Coming to BHVR TV, Sundays at 8 p.m.
Okay, we're gonna save here and call it a day.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna end on this majestic shot of Trapper. I mean, it is very majestic.
Mm-hmm. It is.
So, we will see you all next week. And have a good night, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.